I know the feeling, right? You've been working your ass off week in, week out inside the gym. You've been tracking your calories to the specific number, weighing your oils, your sauces, butters, absolutely everything. And you've also been doing your daily step count consistently for weeks upon end. Before you know it, you've hit a flat line. You've hit a complete stall in your weight loss progress. No results on the scales, or even your body measurements aren't coming down. I know this can be one of the most demotivating things for so many people on their fat loss journeys, and what causes so many people to give up and actually quit as well. And you probably sat there wondering, well, Mark, how do you even know this? Well, plateau points are something that I hit on my own weight loss journey. When on my own 30 kg weight loss journey, I hit about 4 plateau points. And the steps that I'm going to be taking you through today are the steps that I implemented to break these, and also the steps that we implement with our clients. As you'll be able to see, Abby here on the left hand side, over 30 kg body fat gone for good. Rachel in the middle, 58 kg of body fat gone for good as well. Of course, has hit plateaus within that journey. Gemma, 42 kg of body fat down for good, also hit plateaus within her weight loss journey as well. And these steps that we've implemented are the reason that those guys have continued to make progress, and our clients continue to make progress on their weight loss journeys overall as well. So let's get ourselves straight on into this. So what causes a weight loss plateau? So being in a calorie deficit for a long period of time, being in one for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, naturally this causes adaptive thermogenesis, which is basically, to put it in simple terms, is our body adapting to the calories we're eating, how much we're moving on a day-to-day basis, and our sessions and the intensity that we are currently under on a day-to-day basis as well. Our body has adapted to this. So, we may no longer be in a calorie deficit, and this is exactly what causes a stall in weight loss progress. Overall, is you are no longer in a deficit. That's a simple way to put it. And like I said, through being in a calorie deficit for a long period of time, our body can naturally adapt and therefore, of course, slow down altogether and basically adapt to what we are doing on a day-to-day basis, food we're eating, cardio and training, etc. as well. So therefore, we may have to make one of the steps I'm going to be talking you through in a moment. Also, weighing less. If you start your journey at 100 kg and you now weigh 90 kg, the same amount of calories that you were consuming at 100 is not going to be the same deficit. Now you are weighing 90 kg as well. NEAT has dropped. You're fidgeting on a day-to-day basis. You're not exercise activity thermogenesis. That's not your steps. This is your fidgeting or your activeness and your energy on a day-to-day basis. This has naturally dropped. You've brought your body fat down. Your calories you're in a deficit, so therefore a little bit lower in energy. You're not moving as much, so therefore, like I said, your NEAT has dropped. Therefore, you may no longer be actually burning as many calories as you probably once was within your fat loss journey as well. Data tracking, probably one of the most common ones for so many people. They slack in the data tracking side of things. They allow 2 to 3 biscuits at work just to go and miss, or that extra little bit of olive oil or extra little bit of sauce they put on the plate. It does add up. It really does add up across the day as well. If you do that 3 to 4 times a day, you are leaving probably hundreds of calories misaccounted for, and therefore you could actually be eating at maintenance and not actually be eating in a deficit as well. So this always tends to be the most common one. Data tracking altogether. So how do we know when we've hit a plateau point? Not seeing any changes in your average weight for 10 to 14 days, okay? So 10 to 14 days, you want to be monitoring your average weight, not 3 days. If you see your scale stay the same for 3 days, this does not mean go and make one of these adjustments, go and make one of these changes. You need to be monitoring over 10 to 14 days because, as you may know by watching one of my trainings previously, weight can maintain or, it can fluctuate for so many reasons. Stress, salt intake, sodium, obviously salt, sodium, menstrual cycle, carbohydrate intake, water retention, there's so many things, eating late, digestion. So it's important that we monitor over 10 to 14 days before we jump in to making any adjustments, because you could be making adjustments that aren't really necessary. So step number 1 and method number 1, one that a lot of people may not even know about, and one that I actually think can be beneficial if you've been in a deficit for a long period of time. Go back to your calorie maintenance number. If you've been in a deficit for a long period of time, a maintenance break can help break the plateau points. Adaptive thermogenesis can occur, which means your body is adapted to your current calories and your current day-to-day movements, or your NEAT is naturally reduced. You are not fidgeting, moving as much. And as you can see, you probably feel like this. You just want to crash, burn, bump, head into the pillow, and therefore you are not expending as much energy on a day-to-day basis, therefore not burning as many calories on a day-to-day basis as well. So sometimes by bringing your calories up to your maintenance point as well is, of course, being able to do that for 7 to 10 days. You're naturally going to be eating more food, therefore get more energy. Therefore, your NEAT is going to increase, your energy levels are going to increase. Therefore, you can potentially be burning more calories within a day-to-day basis. So after you've done that for 7 to 10 days and allowed your body to adapt, because sometimes we have to take one step back to go 2 steps forward. After that period of time, take your calories back down to the previous number as well. So that is what I'd definitely advise. And of course, a maintenance week, you feel like this guy here, you feel like you're loving life. I could recommend potentially putting maintenance weeks in around like social occasions, birthdays, holidays and stuff like that. But one thing I will recommend on this is don't be doing a maintenance break every single month. If you sat there thinking, oh yeah, I'd love to bring my calories up to maintenance once a month, don't be doing that. If you've been dieting for like 16 weeks and you start to see a really big stall and you've implemented all the other steps that I'm about to take it over, this could be when you actually implement a maintenance break as well. Method number 2 and step number 2, reduce your calories. A straight decrease of 60 to 120 for women and a put your teeth back in. Straight decrease for 120 for men as well. So only reduce this if you've been 100% tracking your calories. Yes, I see you. I see those biscuits that Karen in the office or Michelle or whoever or Steve or Alan as give you on a day-to-day basis. Do you want a few digestives? Yeah, just don't dunk them in the tea. They still have calories in as well. So these can be the things that you aren't accounting for. So make sure that you can confidently sit back and go, yes, I have counted every single calorie that I need to be counting for as well. And that is when you can then make this adjustment as well. And, just a little bit of a side note upon this as well, you may actually be sat there thinking, I've not even really made the start. You may be watching this video right now as well. So if that is the case, in the description of this video, I'm going to be leaving a link to our free 7-day fat loss kickstart course as well. So as we are now approaching into summer at the time of this video, if you want access to that, all you have to do is just go into the description below, and there is a link for a 7-day free kickstart fat loss course as well, which will take you through meal plans, training plans, and of course how to monitor and how to of course push yourself through plateau points as well as monitor social events as well. So of course, like I said, there's no questions asked, no strings attached. If you want access to that, it is in the description below as well. So resuming back to the method number 3 that we can make as well is increase your step count by simply increasing them by 2,000 on a day-to-day basis if time allows you to do so. So a lot of people get it mistaken. People think 10k steps is the goal. 10k steps has got to be the target. Simply not the case, right? If you are currently doing 6k steps a day, just increase it to 8 to 10, so forth, only if time allows you to do so. If you are increasing by 2,000, you're looking around an extra 20 minutes of walking per day. So method number 4, add extra cardio as well. Add 30 minutes of steady state cardio to your week using a bike, Stairmaster, or a Zone 2 run. You do not have to kill yourself within your cardio. You do not have to do a Rocky Balboa and start pushing yourself to the maximum every single cardio session. This can be 30 minutes of just steady bike work, just nice and simple, getting the heart rate at a good sort of level, Stairmaster, keeping it at a consistent pace, and just add an extra 30 minutes into your week. So if this is something you are currently not already doing and your weight loss has hit a complete stall, I'd potentially advise adding a little bit of extra cardio in before reducing your food as well. So that's something I'd definitely advise on doing. So a few important reminders as well. Only follow one step at a time as well. Make one adjustment for now. And of course, like I said, monitor how that adjustment makes and how that changes things over 7 to 14 days, 10 to 14 days. And only implement if weight is stored for longer than 10 days as well. So only be implementing this for 10 days or longer if your weight has been stolen for. Okay, not 3 days. If you see 3 days, don't be panicking and making this adjustment. 10 to 14 days, and how we take our daily average weigh-in is, of course, adding all of our weigh-ins across 7 days. So take our weigh-in every single day, add them all together at the end of the week, divided by 7. That will give you your average weight number. The following week, if you do the same and you've seen no movements, not even a slight decrease, that's when I'll potentially implement one of these steps as well. And of course, only implement if you had adhered 100%. So if you know wholeheartedly that you've not been adhering to plan and you've not been adhering to what you need to be doing, then I'd definitely look back and take a little bit of a step back and look at where you could be adhering better before you make any of these adjustments and any of these changes as well. So with that being said, I will catch you in the next training as well. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and there's going to be plenty more to come. Let's go.